Kevin, this is amazing, isn't it? Can we believe it's true?
Unfortunately, we can. There's no accounting for what some people might do, especially when facing probably a very difficult position, such as being made redundant. People act in very strange ways, and this seems to be one of those examples.
Here to shed some light, please welcome our consumer champions, top journalist Fiona Foster and lawyer Kevin Poulter.
It's not really about our rights, it's more about the obligations that are on the manufacturers, and if things do go wrong and they find out about it, what they have to do to recall them, to put notices out there, to make sure they alert people as soon as possible. Well, one of the big problems is that a lot of these are online, and it's so easy to scroll through all the terms and conditions and click I accept at the end. And people need to sit down and read these things, looking at the interest rates, looking at the repayment term, how long is it for, and really, what happens if you don't pay back within that short period. There are 4.5 million fuel-poor households, which equates to roughly 17% of the population. Now, that was in 2011, because the statistics take some time to filter through.
Kevin, big response from folk at home?
Yes, absolutely. Jan on Facebook has written in and said she had a nightmare train journey. The train was only 2 carriages long and it was heaving, so packed that 6 of them had to stand in the corridor at the end and there was no air conditioning. It was awful. And Tracy has said that the fares are just too high. With money as it is at the moment, we choose the cheaper option, the car.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin.
Kevin Poulter is an employment lawyer. He's a senior associate for the law firm Bircham, Dyson Bell. Welcome to Your Money.
Hello.
Is this voluntary, or are workers likely to be forced into this?
Existing workers can't be forced into it. That's the starting point. If you are an employee and you don't want to participate in this new scheme and become an employee shareholder, you can't be forced. And more than that, you can't suffer a detriment or be dismissed as a result of that.
Joining us now is Kevin Poulter. He's a lawyer and social media commentator.
Is it because news is a commodity now? And so therefore, if you're first with the news, therefore you're first in your field?
I think that's true for journalists, but it's also true for members of the public. Everybody wants to be the first person on Twitter to say that this is the story, I've got it, I'm the first person, I'm going to be the one that gets the 10,000 retweets. And I think that's a real problem. And people are taking stories from Twitter, stories from Facebook as being fact.
Kevin Poulter is an expert in the rise of social media and its impact, and he joins us in the studio. I mean, that man with the machete wanted those cameras there, didn't he? Immediately wanted those cameras there.
Absolutely, and he was certain that they would be there. The sort of the rise of the smartphone and access to just immediately uploading material, stories, whatever it might be. It's everywhere, and he knew that that would happen.